What's up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome to another Fanboys Anonymous FanTracks podcast. I am your host, Tony Mango. I am joined by Robert DeFelice.
Hey.
And my beautiful fiance, Caroline Oliveira.
Hello.
We are going to be doing something that we've only done once, I think. Only one kind of a fan track like this, I think, where we're going to watch... No, two times. Where we're going to watch the movie for the first time while we're doing this. If you have no idea what that means, the FanTracks podcast is an audio commentary track where we watch the movie, that's kind of the point, and provide this podcast as something that you can listen to while you're watching the movie as well, just so that way, if you kind of feel like you're watching it in the same room as we are, we're just going to shoot the shit. We're going to be talking about, cracking some jokes, making some observations about the movie, whatever it might be. And obviously, if you are watching it on the screen right now on YouTube, you can see that we are not going to be giving you the actual movie on here. That is a copyright thing that I am not willing to get involved in. So you will have to sync up your copy of the movie in whatever fashion with the way that we are doing it, which is actually pretty simple. We're going to give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1, play. And when I say play, then you hit the play button. You can check it out on, if you were watching this later down the line and it came out on like a Blu-ray or something or a DVD. I highly doubt that it can come out on a VHS, but if you found a way to do it, then sure, go ahead and do that too. On a streaming thing like HBO Max is what it's out on right now, so you can check it out on that. That's what we're going to be basically watching this on. So again, get your popcorn and your whatever sorted out. And make sure that you have all that stuff set up. It should be at 000. The movie is an hour and 50 minutes long. So hopefully you will be synced up correctly with us when you do that. And again, just one more time again, I will say 3, 2, 1, play. And you hit play when I say that. So if you got it all synced up like we have going on, get it ready because we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1, play. So right now we've got music in the background and there's the Warner Brothers logo. We obviously, as I said, we have not seen this movie yet. And we are assuming that we don't need to know anything else because it's Mortal Kombat. So can't be that complicated. While this is getting set up, let's just kind of go around a little bit. What is your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
Oh, mine's Sub-Zero.
Dindo! Fly purple.
Fly purple.
Okay. Ever since I was really little, my best friend had the game because my mom was like, "It's too violent, you can't play." So I would go to her house to play, and Sindel was the first character I picked, and that's my favorite character. She's purple. She has purple outfit. She screams. She's a queen. She's awesome. The end.
You are adorable.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are, because the Fly Purple, when I was playing Caroline in which version of the game was it?
Oh God.
Do you remember offhand?
No, but it was the one that first came out for Xbox 360.
And we were playing that, and you were trying to get Sindel to jump up and do the attack. It was always just fly purple.
Yeah, because she flies and there's like purple smoke around her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Sub-Zero guy as well.
Yes, Sub-Zero.
Because blue is, my favorite color
Right.
outside of like the black and whatever, and he's black and blue. And ice stuff is always
Sure.
cool. And
Yeah, but Sindel screams and skin comes out of a person. Like, how cool is that? And she's a zombie, and she used to be a good queen, and then she became an evil queen because she was resurrected, and now she's evil. And her eyes are all white, which is also cool, and her hair is awesome, and she's just a badass, and she has nice tits. She wins.
I can say Sub-Zero does not have some of those elements.
Sub-Zero definitely doesn't have nice tits.
Both the Sub-Zeros. So that's an 0-2 on that one. Well, it's an 0-4.
Oh, can I just say something? I don't know if everybody here, I know Tony has, I don't know if Rob has, I don't know if you listening to this has watched Kung Pao. This is giving me major Kung Pao the first sequence feelings. with the
Maybe
baby in the house and like everything's okay, then you know some shit's gonna go down.
maybe instead of this guy being like Liu Kang or something, he's gonna be the cow. Well, someone's dead. Hanzo.
Jeez.
Hanzo, I think, is Scorpion.
That sounds right. Oh my.
I'm hoping that they make the fatalities really funny. Not like silly funny, but like really kind of like, oh, he
As
just
long
like
as they
popped the
don't
guy's
slaughter
head
the
off
baby,
and stuff. He's not here.
I thought he was gonna like unbuckle his belt and like do something like, oh, please don't start
Yeah,
this
like
movie.
right in front of the kid.
So he's just gonna go through a bunch of different languages: Chinese, Japanese. Now he's gonna be speaking in Russian, Poland. Yeah,
Ready for the Portuguese flip out?
Oh,
Yeah.
what a baby! Look at the little
Feijoada.
baby.
Gonna break that hand.
kill the kid. Kill him. Fatality. First one. Punt the kid into the atmosphere or something. Oh, okay. So that's Sub-Zero. Or, well, maybe not necessarily. Maybe he's like almost Sub-Zero. Like he's, I don't know, like 10 degrees. Is Goro in this?
I don't know.
You know, honestly, I have very little knowledge of what characters will actually be in this film.
Yeah, I know that Jax is because I've seen a clip of Mehcad Brooks.
Sonya is.
Sonya makes sense. As far as I know, Johnny Cage isn't, which is a shame because I like Johnny Cage because, of course, he's an asshole.
Especially
So
when like you play him as like the egocentric asshole.
So of course I root for him.
Yes.
Tony always cheering for the assholes.
And I'm more of a boob guy.
I knew that joke was coming.
Insert joke about coming. He's gonna go, I didn't really know them that well. What were the things in the, it was fatality and
the
friendship?
Those are
Fatality.
babies.
Oh, I forgot about the baby thing. Toasty.
Chill out.
Yeah, that's, he's got Arnold Schwarzenegger to pop up in here. The Ice Age! Ah!
The Ice Age!
Oh wow, like not only she was impaled by an icicle, but she was also frozen. That's rude.
Pretty cold-hearted.
That was a good one.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus.
Okay, we got an arm cut off. That's good.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun movie. This is gonna be... I
mean, they knew that they had to do something like that, right? You can't make it like the other one where it's like that weird, crappy CGI reptile and whatnot. I don't know. Maybe they do something.
That movie is amazing.
I hope that somebody in this movie delivers the line, "Too bad you will die." Oh, that's good. We're getting like the origin story of the come over here thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'm disappointed about so far, dun 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 dun, should be just playing in every single fight scene.
Well, it's not officially Mortal Kombat yet.
It's just combat. This is combat with a C before they get the K.
Right. Once they have powers, then it's all the K.
Bihan, if I remember correctly, is the first Sub-Zero. It's a Hattori Hanzo sword. He sitting on? Oh, he's sitting on a rock. Okay, I thought he was sitting on like a cow or something.
You didn't hear me going like. "Whoa."
I only have one earbud, and you must have been coming out of the other ear on that one. You're adorable. I love you.
I didn't say that. I said that you didn't hear me saying that because there's not a cow. Not adorable.
Leave a comment below and tell us if you think that Caroline's adorable.
Oh my god, stop. People are gonna say that I'm awful and then I'm just gonna feel sad.
Nah,
I don't think you know how
they
people
fully
react
agree.
to you.
Oh, I do. Everybody hates me.
I will. I was gonna say I will challenge you to Mortal Kombat for that, but I don't want to ever hurt you. So
I would win, you know that.
you'd fly purple.
I fly purple. And we already established that I can carry you, so.
And we've already established that if I cut off a chunk of my pinky, I pass out. So I wouldn't be suited for Mortal Kombat.
No.
But then again, I'm not.
My money would be on Caroline because I think she'd snap first. But I'd also assume that Tony would snap and have a pretty devious person inside of him as well. So I don't know.
Do I get points for being a zombie and not sleeping? Some people are zombies in this.
I think that if the combat happened when I'm PMSing hard, that would be like no battle really. I would just eat someone's hat off and spit it out and eat it again.
Well, it's just a hat.
So they're just gonna kill off Scorpion like that?
Oh,
yeah,
but
he can't be Scorpion if he's alive.
Yeah, true. I don't know too much about the backstory about a lot of these characters, and I don't even know probably 90% of the characters at this point because I only really played the first 2 games. But I know a little bit here and there about the whole like Scorpion and Sub-Zero backstory, but I don't remember this being it.
They just need to make out.
Everything boiled down to sexual tension, Caroline?
Oh, absolutely. These two like clearly like desire each other, but they're not comfortable admitting it, so they should just like go full on Brokeback Mountain and get it done with. They'll be happy and there wouldn't be a Mortal Kombat. It'd just be
It's Brokeback Combat.
Mortal Kombat.
Jesus.
I had to. It's low-hanging fruit. Insert joke. I think that every episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier that we've watched, there's been a moment where you've said, "Now kiss."
But I'm not the only one. A lot of the people on Instagram that I follow are all talking about it, and they all have the same feelings and thoughts and ideas that I do. So
Really, everything does boil down to sexual tension.
yeah, absolutely. If everybody was more comfortable with their sexuality and they would just like make out and be
Just the part where
okay
we get the gun barrel.
doing things, like I a lot of people would be happier.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Now Sub-Zero's just making it rain.
Rain on.
Give me a gun barrel.
Oh, Raiden. Well, he's Raiden, not raining.
Oh my god.
Also, leave a comment below and tell me how much you hate me. I get it. Always liked Raiden. He was always the character I liked playing as too.
Tony made a draft comment during the GoldenEye podcast, which we'll hear in a few weeks, that legitimately popped me.
I don't even remember which one you referred to.
That's the origin of the...
Oh, okay, yeah, the draft thing. No, yeah, okay. Stole a baby, huh?
Well, he didn't steal the baby at this point. The baby had no family left.
I don't know. There could have been one more person. Look, he didn't purchase the baby. So it's...
No gun barrel, thumbs down.
They're doing the same one more tournament type of thing.
So this is like 2020, right?
Yeah.
Explain it.
Be a lot cooler if people had powers and could just really fight their shit out.
Oh, can you imagine though? Some people should not have powers.
It's probably a whole lot of Easter eggs in those posters that I just don't know.
Maybe.
People will be like, you know, in the 8th game, there's a part with, and I'll just be like, yeah, you know.
Most of my knowledge with this series is about the cultural change that it actually caused for the video game world, not the actual in-game lore.
I was more of a Street Fighter guy back in the day.
Was it like the violence, Rob?
Yeah, so like the ESRB rating system that rates every game legitimately only exists because of Mortal Kombat and how blatantly violent it was.
The first time that I saw somebody playing the game, I was like, I don't know if this is going to give me nightmares.
You're a baby.
See, that's how it was though. Like, oh my god, he's removing a man's spine. How will I ever sleep? These 32-bit graphics have disturbed me.
And then eventually I was like, oh, I can freeze people? This is cool. Yeah.
Oh god.
Were you a Nintendo guy or a Genesis guy?
Oh, Nintendo. And I was
see.
very much
You
a
didn't have the
freeze,
blood.
uppercut, freeze, uppercut, freeze, uppercut guy.
To this day.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
Sexual.
No, this is fighting. This is not sexual.
Tap, tap, tap.
You know.
If you want to hear more about Tappa Tappa Tappa, check out smartcatmoment.com. My day I would have killed for Tappa Tappa.
So the running theory that I've heard and I subscribe to about this movie, I don't know if it actually is a spoiler or not, because I haven't followed any spoilers because I don't want to. But everybody that had said that Johnny Cage isn't in this movie and saw promotional stills about, like, I'm assuming that scene about that guy fighting in there, they're like, oh, is he fighting in a cage because he's going to be like, oh, I'm Johnny Cage kind of thing?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is an actor, right? That's
right.
His name.
So I'm hoping everybody's just being stupid and that they didn't actually do that.
Yeah.
Because then at that rationality, you might as well have a guy finish his $5 footlong and say, well, now I'm Sub-Zero. Again.
What's wrong with you?
You can tell me you hate me in the comments. But this is what you're listening to the FanTracks for, Mike. You know, some shitty commentary from me and worthwhile conversation from everyone else.
The edible is a little too hard, pal.
This is like me after I take like 2 doses of ZQL. Like, there's a demon looking back at me in the mirror.
ZQL is great. I've never seen demons, but it gets the job done.
I've never seen demons, but I always have like the weirdest dreams when I take ZQL. Like, awesome. Insane dreams that make no sense. That I wake up, I'm like, what what happened here, but I don't know. Maybe demons are next.
It's like, what you got there? A string bracelet? Well, I've got a fatality. Bum, 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 da, da, da. He sings it along. That's how it comes in.
It's like we said about Bond, where he's just in his own head with the theme song.
Yeah. The Bond theme is just what's going on in Bond's head every time he's doing anything. So he's just running around shooting people, going da 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 da. Okay, so that's Jax.
Jax.
He's got arms.
Still, right? Because they get ripped off or something.
Yeah, somebody's got to do something about that.
Was it Goro that does that? Or am I imagining things?
It'd be a great way for Goro to get those extra 2 arms. He just steals them from Jax.
God.
Or maybe it's Maybelline.
No.
Louis Tan was really a fun part of Iron Fist. He was like a drunken karate guy.
Oh, I want diner food.
It's supposed to be his daughter?
Yeah. Wait, you think it was his girlfriend?
No, I just thought it was like some friend of his or something.
No, I assumed it would be like that's his kid now.
I didn't think that she looked like she would be young enough and he looked like he'd be old enough for that. I thought that he was like in his, I don't know, mid-20s.
So?
And she looks like she's like 13 or something.
Well, yeah.
Maybe they had him young.
Yeah. Or,
Well, they were like 7?
She's really good with like skincare.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, like some people look like they don't like Cindy, like our friend that works at the gym here at the building. She's like in her 60s, I don't know, but her skin looks like she's 40. It's amazing. So some people are blessed. And this guy's blessed with the Mortal Kombat symbol, so
That keeps him young.
Oh, she did.
Oh, come on, you're gonna kill another beloved family member already.
As one does. I guess like Sub-Zero's the main villain of this whole story. Or at least they're setting him up to be. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first Sub-Zero, so he is a bad guy.
Funny thing is that if this was happening in New York City, nobody would bat an eye. The other day we had a hailstorm when it was hot. Like, that could have been Sub-Zero just doing stuff. Or a crazy guy walking around dressed like that, killing people. Be like, alright. Another Tuesday.
You did get hail the other day, so...
Yeah, exactly. And it was warm out, and it was just like hailing like crazy, so...
So this is actually Batgirl's film debut.
Aw.
Alternate take, he shows him the wrong side, and it's a different tattoo. He's like, who's Muffy?
Third wife.
Like, well, thanks, Dad. You're allowed to have guns in Mortal Kombat, right?
Theoretically, you can have anything in Mortal Kombat.
Oh. Okay.
I mean,
So,
but theoretically, you're not supposed to have guns, but like, you also have Joker now in Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
so-
okay, now he's got a
Oh,
gun.
that's true. And Freddy Krueger too, and Jason, I think.
Yeah, everybody is in Mortal Kombat now.
At least they're showing that he's got a gun, so he's not stupid. I've had a lot
Why
of
would
goods
you
come
wanna
to.
I don't care if you've got a gun. Why are you fucking with somebody who can control the elements of nature?
I don't know. He's a special agent or he's a cop or something, right? And that's how he knows Sonya. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing. Yeah. I could kill for an icy right now. Just with all this ice thing. Like a Coke icy with some Oreos.
That sounds real good.
Hey,
Snack talk.
Even though there's nothing at all indicating this, I'm like, a burger sounds good. Like, it's kinda... Fries are
I just saw
good.
fries. Yeah, so.
Like a diner burger? Because they're just a diner?
Maybe some Red Robin or something.
Oh, I want mozzarella sticks too.
Let's
That'd
not
be
go
good.
there, because I'm like,
Yeah, you're gonna start sending an order.
tomorrow I'm gonna get mozzarella sticks for lunch and just send you a picture.
So he just did 6 tours. It's implied that it's military, but he actually is a musician.
Right. That's why he's got the gun, protection.
I mean, his name's Jax. Audio Jax.
Better than I.
I remember being so confused when I was little and seeing that there was a detergent called Ajax in the US and being like, wait, is this how Jax got his name? Because he like cleans
He
up.
is Ajax.
Oh, here we go with the arms.
There you go. Okay, so alright. So not Goro. We know now.
Oof.
Oh, I love that. I'm all about that life. This is great.
What life exactly?
You know. Blood. Fake blood. Fake violence.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd be like, yeah, my life's over.
Baby, if you lost a pinky, you would just be like, this is
I
it.
don't know how to handle this.
How I go. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, how do I
bullshit. If he
move on?
lost a pinky, he'd go, alright, well, got 9 other fingers, keep typing.
He said they went to Gary, Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wonder if they purposely picked one of the most crime-filled areas. So this isn't obviously as cringy bad as the original is, but it is pretty much like very quickly already like, stay here, I'm gonna go whatever. That guy's hunting people and I'm just gonna like
Like, acting
Okay.
and cinematography and stuff has just gotten better, but it's still the equivalent of that.
yeah.
Oh, but also, like, anyone who's watching Mortal Kombat wants to see major fight scenes. So, like, they don't want to, like, spend too much time with, like, the hero being like, I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. I don't want to do this. No, it's like, okay, this is happening. Okay, fight.
It is weird though that like watching something like Detective Pikachu or something and it's like, oh, not bad.
Oh, is this my girl Melina?
Who, this guy? Oh no. Okay, this girl. I'm assuming this is Shang Tsung. And that's Melina, yeah, I guess.
Oh,
Or maybe it's Joker.
Yeah.
Find out how she got her scars.
Why so serious?
Oh, is that Goro? Big forearm dude.
It's a statue of Goro, I think.
No way. Do you know who's in this film, Tony?
Who?
Nathan Jones.
Really? Who does he play? Does he play Goro?
Let's see. He plays Reiko.
No idea who that is. Nathan Jones is that's a name I wasn't expecting to hear.
That's the name I was expecting to hear.
Who is he?
We're not gonna tell you.
So
No.
the guy
Oh.
he was a wrestler. He's also a former convict. And,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
He was a wrestler in like 2002
Right.
range. So I don't recognize her. She's definitely not Veronica Vaughn.
she's Sonya. She just said it.
Jessica McNamee.
Don't know.
She's been in nothing I've ever seen.
I like the Sonya as a character. And,
I was
like,
gonna say, like, that's good casting.
Cole Young. What can we name this guy? That'll be cool. Cole Young.
Yeah, they couldn't do like Gilbert
Yeah.
Johnson.
Old Gilly Johnson? That's not intimidating?
Like, we can't use our first name. Deke Killfist. Yeah. Missed opportunity. She should have said something known as Mortal Kombat.
Everybody should just scream.
Yeah.
And then the music just starts. Boom, boom.
Yeah. Well, she can say the Mortal Kombat line, and then he can say da 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 da.
That's such a good song, though.
Yeah. The oh, never mind. I was gonna say, see the dude that has like the kind of like claptrap mouth. Forget his name. Best character already. But he still has his eye.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe that knocked it out. That'd be really uneventful if that's what happens. She just punches him and he's just like. New guy. Aye, no guy. Go to Outback.
Oh my god.
Bloom and onion.
Yeah. Only $14.99.
All you can eat shrimp on the bone.
Well, if I haven't alienated the Australian fan base yet, then. Oh, it's
There's the eye.
Oh, did he just lose the eye?
Oh, is this Reptile? No, it looks like his eye's still there.
He's got a pipe wrench. Gonna fuck shit up.
That's got to be reptile.
Well,
Well,
it's quite the reptile.
There you go. It is a reptile for sure. I'm surprised we haven't heard a.
I was just gonna do it. You beat me to it. I was just gonna go.
You do not like reptiles?
No, that's the it's an animal positive sound.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a positive sound. Got it. Yes. Yeah. Smart.
He's gonna put his eye in it.
Hey.
I always liked reptile. Hope they don't make him just like die already.
Hey.
What's more horrifying, if you saw that or if you saw the Goombas from the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I think this is more horrifying. The Goombas are more unsettling. Like, Goomba. Go Goomba. Oh, come on. Is that it for reptile?
I guess so.
That's one of the fatalities.
All right, best character for sure.
Would you eat the heart, Tony?
I've never had any kind of like any of those kind of things with you get like chicken gizzards or anything. I'm like, nah.
Love chicken gizzards.
I don't think I could.
The only heart you're allowed to have is mine.
We've established I would eat you up. All right, at the very least, one character needs to survive this. It's Kano.
Oh,
He's gonna be a very early death.
Probably.
Tony's living for this right now.
So good. Kill everybody in it. Just make it the Kano story.
They're gonna hate fuck.
Get out of me fucking way. Tadanobu. Pig's ass? I've never heard that phrase before.
Two and a half. Bargain. 2.5.
1 million.
Haggle.
Like that scene in Naked Gun, hands back to $20. Great. I think if I play a Mortal Kombat game anytime soon, I need to be Kano.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh. Please.
Yeah. Oh, come on, dude. You had to zoom in on it. Like.
So which character is this? Plain Man.
Plain Man.
This is a crossover with like a Mega Man or something.
Transformers.
Yeah.
More than meets the eye.
Plane just like blows up. The end.
Yeah, that's a different fatality. So here's a funny little Tony's an idiot type of thing. The Transformers robots in disguise. For a while when I was a kid, I thought they were saying robots in the skies. And I'm like, only some of them can fly. Like, what the fuck?
Transformers, robots
Like,
in
the main
sky.
one's a truck. I mean, he doesn't go into the sky. What the hell are you talking about? Because I'm stupid.
Oh,
Pulling a Captain America here.
Did you guys see that some people paid to get a billboard made that says brings Tony Stark back to life? I think in LA somewhere.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And it says something like, "We suffered enough. Bring back our hero."
There's a whole theory that the pandemic doesn't happen in the MCU because the patient zero blipped. So it's like Thanos was right.
Oh my god. Kick his ass. Kick his ass.
How long before we get the stereotypical thing that they do in all combat movies these days where the woman character does the head scissors spin?
Right now.
That's where I was thinking. I'm like, it'll probably happen in this part, you know? They love doing that for some reason.
Yeah, because I mean, if you break it down, it's kind of like a sexual move.
Yeah.
Again, everything boils down to sexual tension.
Yeah. Knives are symbols for the penis.
Kano pulls out a knife for that, and she pulls out the equivalent. What would that be?
For the vagina?
Yeah, what would her weapon be? A bear trap?
I mean, you could argue if she bites them. You could be like, oh, like the vagina dentado, whatever, but I don't know. That's dramatic. Planking.
It's Liu Kang, I guess.
Yep.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah.
We just established skincare.
Yeah, I guess. Like, he looks so young. Like, he doesn't sound young, but he looks really, really young.
Is that Ludi Lin?
No idea who that person is.
He was the Black Power Ranger in the reboot movie.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
That's him. Huh.
That is.
He hasn't really aged since that movie.
See, some people don't age.
So,
I mean, that's only been like 5 years or so, but still, like, he looks like he's like
released in
18.
2017, so it's been about 4 years.
I have a wrinkle now that I didn't have 2 months ago. Like,
If I counted my gray hair, I don't know, or we probably look like that mountain that they're looking at.
well, you are very white.
Yeah. Maybe that would be like my Mortal Kombat character. People would like the glare of the sun would just be like, my eyes.
You did that to me when I had like my pupils dilated at the doctor. I couldn't look at Tony because the light was like reflecting off his skin so much that it was hurting my eyes.
Good lord, Tony, why are you so
I'm not
pasty?
even joking.
Get some color in you, Tony. Jesus. Vitamin D.
I forgot to take my vitamin D pill today.
You have to.
Come.
I hope that's a bit. Do you really take pills?
Yeah, I've been trying to take vitamin D pills.
I got him some. Everybody should take vitamin D pills because everybody.
Tony, vitamin D.
I wonder why they cast Liu Kang so young.
He
looks good though for the role.
Yeah, he does. It's just like he looks like he's young.
Yeah, he looks like he could be the teenage Liu Kang. She just gave up on trying to contact Jax too.
I know. I'm like, what happened to Jax? He's still like passed out. No arms.
She's like, Jax, where are you? I don't really fucking care. I always like Shao Kahn.
He's 33.
Really?
He looks great.
Doesn't look a day over 15. Just take it. Yeah, well, all I hold dear is Jax's arms. So... I'm assuming Kung Lao is going to be in this too.
Jax, there you go. Don't touch it. What's wrong with you?
Does ice work like that? What's heat?
Freezer burn, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I know that like if you get like frostbite, parts of your body can just fall off. And you don't bleed out. So I guess. It's so dramatic.
I was just gonna say they had to have laughed the first time he made that. Just that great protector, Lord Raiden.
Yeah, bitch.
And he's like, Kano's cool though.
Oh!
Yeah, he approves. Or not.
It's like, you don't have a marking, you're powerless, you're arrogant, you're like 15, aren't you? Also, this follows definitely some of the plot of that first movie of the whole, like, well, if you lose one more, then you're gonna lose the whole thing. Be like, yeah, well, maybe it's not my fucking problem that you lost 9 tournaments in a row, you dipshits. Like,
Is that like an arcade ladder reference? Like, there's only 10 stages in the arcade ladder, so it's like, oh, he's already got 9. He's the one.
I think it's supposed to be if you get 10 in a row, then you can take over the other realm. And it's supposed to be like, well, that's so unlikely that you would win 10 in a row instead of like, you know, one of the other ones is going to win at least once every once in a while. But it's like,
Well, but you're forgetting that it seems that the or is the bad people called in this outer realm?
villains. I don't know.
villains. They've been killing off the people on the good side, and that's why like we saw Sub-Zero doing that in the beginning. Like they're cheating, so that's why they've been winning.
Ice to meet.
Hmm. Oh, that's Kung Lao. Never was the biggest fan of Shang Tsung.
I can't know with the hair. It's like me when I put like half of a bun, and I'm like, I look presentable. Let me go take Bonnie out.
And he's like, well, tough shit. Here's a, you know, spear in the face. Bad CGI right there.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Like,
What was that?
Did they have to like at least put it one shot in there that was really bad CGI just for the sake of it?
What was that? I am so confused. What was that?
No idea. It's just a random shot of a dragon or something.
it's gonna protect him. Dragons do that, yeah.
Now kiss. Yes, Melina.
Melina's definitely one that shouldn't be kissing anybody with that mouth.
Or she should.
It might be worth the risk.
I am Kung Lao, descendant of the great Kung Lao, father of Kung Lao, son of Kung Lao. Also knew a guy named Kung Lao that made great sandwiches. Yeah.
I mean, baby, you have like 1,000 friends all named Chris, so
That's true.
you know it happens.
Maybe I know a Chris Lau.
You do.
Yeah, but it's Chris, the father and son of Chris.
Yeah, but that happens.
I guess it does. It's not like that's out of.
He has a friend whose dad is named Chris. His name's Chris, and Tony says that if they ever like get pregnant and have a baby boy, he's gonna be named Chris. So I don't know. Creative.
He said fucking whoops.
Kung Lao is going to reveal that he's trained with Oddjob. I know how to throw his hat like that.
See, that hat, I feel like could actually do something, though.
Yeah.
Oh, the Oddjob hat can take off the head of a statue.
Yeah, but it didn't really look like it could.
Oh man, jerking off is gonna be hard for him now.
He's a good-looking guy. He'll probably get somebody else to help him.
True. Or if he's very flexible, he can probably do it with his feet.
Maybe that's his superpower is his arcana, or whatever they're calling it, arcana. Tex Arcana.
Oh, who was the character that had that move that was just like a bunch of little like kicks in the air, like do 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 do?
Oh,
Who is that?
No, I'm not. I don't even remember a character doing that. I wonder why they had this new character instead of having Johnny Cage in here. Wouldn't Johnny Cage have made sense? He could have been,
Well, but
out of work actor. He's got a
it's
kid,
Liu Kang
whatever.
that does it.
Is it just Liu Kang?
That does the kicks. Yeah. That's our job for you.
He's ripped. My God, he has like no body fat. Look at that.
Are you surprised? They take very good care of themselves. Like,
But that's like crazy. Look at that. Like he doesn't even look human. I don't know. God, I need to go to the gym. This is like making me feel worse about myself. Not that I want to look like that, but you know what I mean.
we literally just had a conversation about movies making people feel more self-conscious.
Yeah,
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about how Bond,
GoldenEye.
how good-looking Bond is in GoldenEye.
It's crazy. And it's really funny because part of my job is reviewing these old episodes of Masterpiece Theater, and a lot of like all the British drama. It's like all the characters were ugly as hell. It's like, oh, these two women who are ugly, they're like vying for the attention of this like 65-year-old dude who has really bad teeth and eyebrows that are like 2 feet long. And I'm like, everybody's so ugly. Like, I'd rather watch that than like watch these American shows where everybody's perfect looking.
I like Masterpiece Theater.
It's great.
Kung Lao's totally gonna die. Or Liu Kang might die.
Maybe they'll get married and raise the daughter together.
Named Kung Lao. So that way she could be the descendant of Kung Lao again.
And the mother of Kung Lao.
No kiss.
He's got a family at home. Oh, he really was gonna odd job that motherfucker.
That hat can't be comfortable.
No. Can you imagine like how dangerous that would be if I had that on? Oh, his arms are like skinny.
Pretty good to be able to box within, like, I'm assuming hours.
Yeah.
I imagine they're making improvements on prosthetics like this. I'm sure it's not all the way here yet, but maybe close.
Do you remember what you told me? Fucking whoops.
Fucking
Yeah, I remember that.
That's gonna be the takeaway from this film.
Fucking whoops.
Fucking was.
Oh, this is gonna make me more hungry.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it
eating.
is.
I hope they're eating something good.
Eat more, heal fast. That'll be the rationalization for why I've gained so much weight. I'll be like, I'm trying to heal.
That's a good motto. Like, I have so many emotional scars. Like, eat more, heal fast. Oh, now I want Chinese food. Like some dumplings, some scallion pancakes. Noodles.
You're just mad
No
because he
way.
called you
Still
Kung
don't
Pao.
worry. What?
Sub-Zero skill.
Burn.
Can I also just point out that all the characters had their like injuries healed already by others, except for Kano.
Yeah.
Like left his face look like that, and it's fine because he's an asshole.
See? Sex.
Yeah, get on them knees.
See, there you go. Easily the best character.
And it's so funny to me because you always like characters like this, and they're like the opposite of who you are.
Yeah, really.
I get to live vicariously through them. I'd feel bad if I was a horrible person. That's the part of me that always wants to say those things, but doesn't. Hubcap his helmet too. You gotta pull his eye out.
Oh, there goes the eye.
Or he'll just shoot something out of it.
Oh, that's his power.
I guess he doesn't have to lose his eye.
He will, though.
I love that you guys are laughing really hard. It's like legitimately making me happy.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Pulling a Ryu kind of outfit.
Wrong franchise.
That's what they did with the crossover. Guile just pops up. Sonic Boom. But it's still Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Doing the splits.
Just being like, I'm going to kick Bison's ass so hard, or whatever the hell he says in the movie. I forget. That'll be a movie to watch, to do a FanTracks for Street Fighter.
I haven't seen that in so long. I'll be totally down to do it because I haven't seen it so long, and my husband is in it. Raul Julia.
I did look like Gomez Adams for a little bit. So.
He did. I was obsessed with him. When he died, I remember going to my bathroom and crying my eyes out. Because he was Gomez. He was like, perfect.
I was much more of a fan of Wednesday Addams.
I loved her too.
So he's I mean, I'm assuming he's new Scorpion or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking that they might make him the other Sub-Zero, because the other Sub-Zero is a good Sub-Zero. But
no, but that makes no sense because like Scorpion and Sub-Zero have always had this beef.
yeah. I will
Got
say
him.
it's a disappointment you don't have Highlander as Raiden. Because that guy was awful, but awfully great. Stereotypical part of the movie of, I gotta leave and then come back.
Yeah.
Maybe she's making beef for dinner. They're gonna call back to the beef. Now I want some steak or something.
No, I still want Oreos and Chinese food. I really want scallion pancakes and Oreos and a Coke icy.
When this is over, I'm getting Oreos.
I'm getting Oreos too. I just bought some the
Hey,
other day.
it's Nathan Jones. Look at big old Nathan with a hammer.
Who's that?
Jesus.
Natara?
Natara.
Yeah, Natara could get it. She's sexy.
Yeah.
I mean,
living
better
for
looking than
those
the robot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Nathan Jones.
God, he's in the Undertaker streak and in Mortal Kombat. Does it get any more legendary than that?
So they went with this Cabal instead of the one that I'm more familiar with is Cyrax.
What? Cabal is like more like iconic.
Really?
I think so.
They don't have a Ermac, hasn't popped up yet, or Smoke. Ah, Gora's gonna pop up.
I want to see Sindel. They should just have her just for a second.
Just pop up goes, I'm Sindel.
Yeah, just
Fly
like
purple.
yeah, just let her fly purple for a second, and then we had a weird shot of the dragon anyway. So
Yeah.
let's just have like a weird shot of Sindel flying purple, and then that's it.
Maybe it'll be a CGI Sindel.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Turns out it's actually Casey Jones. You gotta know what a crumpet is. Don't understand cricket. You know what game they introduced Cabal? I don't remember Cabal.
I know that I was the one that I was playing when I was a kid had Cabal. Because Cecilia's mom, that was her favorite character. She would always pick Cabal for no reason and kick ass. Like, she would always win. And we'd be like, what? And she's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, well, okay.
Button mash.
So he first appears in Mortal Kombat 3.
That's why I wouldn't know him then.
Really? You haven't? Did you not play a game past 3?
I pretty much only played the first two. That's why, like, the ones that I'm more familiar with are like, Johnny Cage, Sub-Zero, Smoke, Reptile.
Like the original one.
Yeah. It's gotta suck though that if you go through this whole effort, you find out you got this laser eye, and it's only the one eyeball. You can't even do it out of the other eye. You're not even like Superman.
You don't need to be Cyclops in it. Like, just...
It'd be so much better though. Then you can have double the amount. Yeah.
He's such a drag queen. Like, he's always like making an entrance, like with black smoke and his half bun.
What would his drag queen name be?
Let me think. Lisa Dragon. Woo. Get it? Lisa Dragon? Lisa Dragon? No.
Got it.
Oh, I get it now. I'm like, Lisa? Like Lisa? That'd be great if he just like grabbed him, threw him, and killed him. It's just like, there goes Cole. He's dead.
They kept his design like very similar to like the original design, which is cool. Even like that game that we played on 360, that's like his face in it. That's pretty cool that they didn't tweak it and give him.
One of the best CGI we could do was like Scooby Doo in 2002.
Oh god, good times.
Scooby Dooby Doo in 2002. Something, whatever. He just flew blue.
Yeah, well, Kabah is kind of purple. He's like
flew bluish.
Yeah,
bluish.
It's purple.
It's mauve.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be able to survive.
The man has a hammer.
Yeah, get a sledgehammer to the head.
He's fucking people up with a hammer in this film.
We're getting techno music, but it's not going to be the Mortal Kombat theme.
Bum, 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 bum.
So this dude's filling the part of like practically everything that Johnny Cage would be filling. I mean, in the original movie, he has the whole Goro fight. Like, why isn't he just Johnny Cage? I don't get it.
He needs to be connected with Scorpion. Just accept it.
Oh.
It could be Johnny Scorpion Cage. That's his middle name.
It's not at all sexual.
Oh, no.
Not at all.
Jeez. Oh, that's like so cliche. You want to see what this mouth does?
Mm. And
Stop!
Yeah, that ain't working. So this was, what was her name? Natara?
Katara?
Yeah.
Natara, yeah.
She's Batgirl. I mean, if he's so good at throwing things, he should be able to throw it and hit her out of the sky.
That drag queen thing is becoming canon in my head.
See, if you were Captain America, you would have been able to throw that, catch it, bounce it back, you know? Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we never saw Captain America do that.
Ah!
Flawless victory.
So glad they did that.
At some point, the toasty guy has to pop up, right?
I hope so.
Toasty.
Go inside the house. What the fuck are you gonna do? No,
you ain't.
stupid.
You ain't doing that.
It took you that long to decide to do that, and you had the axe like near you. You're a dumb fuck. He's gonna die.
Get in the truck. No, get in the.
At least it doesn't do the whole like the car doesn't start kind of thing.
What an idiot! Why would you drive toward it?
Right. Well, I guess they just want to make sure that he doesn't just kill Cole or so.
There it is.
What's this dude's power now?
He's Scorpion. I see. Oh my.
Oh, so he's just got, a shirt on.
The music is getting more towards the game music.
I think I'm Goro. I think I'm tough like that.
I would have said you were Natara, but then she made a horrible face.
Oh, so this dude's Black Panther. With the build up the kinetic energy thing. Sure, he's gonna pop up in this. Not loving the CGI on the whole glowing effect.
I'm more bothered by the daughter having to tell him.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you don't know how to fight right now.
I'm still waiting for the get over here.
So now, did they make this character? Not that I would.
Did they base him off of Babatunde? Serious question.
I'm thinking, did they make this whole new character thing, and this whole like he's creating weapons out of nothing, literally for like a future video game that's coming? Okay, you're just gonna kill Goro. Just to have it to be like the next video game you can play as him, and that's like the gimmick kind of thing.
Could be. Or he's like some character you can download.
They're probably going to make another game just solely based off of this.
I thought that was a dog, and I was like, no, that makes no sense. It's Sonya.
Use the power of friendship.
Yeah.
There it is. Come on.
That is one of the things, isn't it? Friendship, where you like give somebody flowers or something like that.
Look at what it's
no,
doing.
it's you get like another character to like join you and kill the opponent. No, or you get like all the characters. I think. Now I don't remember.
So his like.
Okay, now he doesn't have skinny arms anymore. Thank God, because it was bothering me.
Imagine prosthetics that are just like self-aware and can upgrade on their own. That's insane.
Or is that supposed to be that's his power this whole time has been eventually if he gets his arms cut off, he can make the robotics better?
No, his power is the power of friendship.
Like, Kano's like, oh, if I didn't fuck my eye up, I wouldn't be able to find anything, you know?
Maybe it was like his power was to have really powerful arms, and then when Sub-Zero destroyed them, like, oh, it's somehow you still have to have this power. So
Like it compensated.
yeah.
Oh, he's Bihan.
If we know that if he loses any fight in this, it's because he's Bihan instead of Ahan.
Oh my god.
Sihan would have been even worse.
I knew that was coming.
He's about to get his soul sucked, among other things.
Oh my god. Sexual.
Yeah, I figured that he'd have to die. Because he's just like, you know, he's not Liu Kang.
Okay, so I'm at this point. I'm looking it up because I want to see if he is actually playing one of the characters or if he's just completely original. And he is completely original.
Now we know.
Knowing you have to battle.
G.I. Joe.
He's just, nah.
You could just kill yourself. I mean, we'd be dead together.
Just press restart. I don't understand the problem.
That's a bullshit excuse. You're interfering, like, all the time.
You know what, though? It's a 30-year legacy. They didn't need to create an original character for this fucking movie.
It's weird that they're making Scorpion the good guy.
He typically is.
Well, Sub-Zero, the second one of them's usually good, though. I would think if anything that they would have done the whole Sub-Zero thing. Scorpion's almost always a bad guy at first.
Yeah, but it's 2021, Tony. The bad guys are the good guys are the bad guys. What is morality?
Unless they did the whole thing where maybe Sub-Zero was like under some sort of spell and being controlled to be evil because he was such a powerful warrior or something.
I'm surprised Nathan Jones hasn't died yet.
Maybe this will be
There
it. The bitch with the teeth. Yeah, she knows he's got a laser. You fucking idiot.
Listen, he is having his speech where he takes control of this. Proud of himself.
They're really making Liu Kang just like Ryu.
Which is really wrong. Power friendship, baby.
Orgy. Playing the orgy. Purple.
I love you. What's the name of the good the one that Talisa Soto plays in the movie? Sindel's daughter.
Kitana.
Yeah. If she had like some kind of cameo in this or something like that, it would be the second Talisa Soto thing in a month to talk about on a podcast.
They definitely didn't. They left room for a sequel because there's a lot of characters who are not here.
Yeah. Ah, there you go.
Oh,
There you go.
oh, good lord.
Well, Kano better be in the sequel.
Man, I thought they were gonna hate fuck.
I mean, they still might. I don't know.
They might do that stupid Mr. and Mrs. Myth thing where they're like fighting, and then oops, my dick just fell inside your vagina. Oops.
That could be
Okay,
her
we're-
fatality. Fucktality. He's like, where's that $3 million?
Oh,
What did she throw at him?
Don't know.
Oh, there he
there
goes
it
to the
is.
$3 million.
There it is.
He did the Bond thing too, slamming the left and the right.
There it is. Kind of. Well,
Almost.
she almost head scissored him.
Maybe they're saving that for when she gets her power.
She'll just have like the tattoo magically appear on her kind of thing. And then like she'll have the power of no, she'll turn into a cyclone or something. I don't remember what
Oh,
she
gonna
did.
kill him with the gnome. With the gnome. She said, "Hey, know me? Don't you know me?"
Boo. Oh, there you go. Now the thing's forming on her.
Yeah, well, she killed him.
Yeah, that's right. They said earlier you kill somebody that's like that, you take their thing. That's true.
Oh yeah.
So it is Mega Man. She's Cut Man now. Oh no, he's Cut Man.
Oh, there you go. Yay!
That's the kicks you're talking about. Yeah, I remember them now.
Those are the ones.
Yes. I hear the music.
Quicksand.
Oh, you're dead.
You make a dragon this whole time? You didn't do that?
Ah. Toasty.
You know, the problem is this is only one fight, and you always have to win two.
Oh, there's a fatality.
Yay!
He's like, oh, that's what the mouth do.
Is that like her thing, I guess? Like spin kick thing?
And
Oh, okay. She can...
Sonic boom.
just watching this, my brain went, Oreos.
I like how they're totally just like, yep, this is life. For a monster showed up. All good.
Jump scare.
Oh.
Yep. It was coming. Same way that they were positioning like in every other movie with that kind of stuff.
Did you get startled?
No, I was like, I'm waiting for the jump scare on that part because
Oh,
they're doing
okay.
the thing with the camera moves, and then it's gonna move, and it's gonna be somebody behind her or something. I'm like that. That's definitely coming.
Oh, he took the anal bead.
Now the orgy is about to start. He's like, we're not gonna need this. I can make my own. Icy fresh. Anal beads. Oh,
He's
it's
like,
not the
"No."
news. The trailer for Conjuring 3 is out, and it looks really cool, and I'm excited.
We're gonna find out that that's their power. Anal beads. Well, no, because wait, do we establish that she's dead? Or just frozen?
I mean, no.
Because it could be the
I
whole,
think we're
like, you
supposed to
know.
think that she's dead in the same way the woman died earlier, but nope, she ain't dead.
Yeah, they're showing too much of it. It'd be so good if there was just like they just went ahead and did it. Like he just kills Cole. And it's kind of like, nope, that part, like, that sucks. You know? Hattori Hanzo.
Get over it.
Ah, there we go with the song.
Yay! Yay!
He's like, yeah, well, it's going to be a cold day in hell.
Oh my god.
You're not going to kill me until hell freezes over.
Oh my god. There's probably one more coming at some point.
I'm trying to think of it.
I know. You always try to do 3,
Yeah.
at least.
Rule of 3.
Cole, even though he's the main character, it kind of seems like he's useless.
A little bit, yeah. Like he was just like keeping stuff like going until
He kept the plot warm for
yeah.
Scorpion here.
Like, I am Scorpion now. That's my name. Call me that one. I think that looks cool. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea, dude. You might shatter her. Huh. Freezing the blood. Kind of cool move.
Decent.
They're gonna find out the reveal is that he's actually part Sub-Zero, and his name's actually Cold Young.
Stop it. Stop it right there.
Or that he's actually what's a Scorpion is descendant from, and he's Cole Old.
Oh my god, baby.
Stop it.
No. I can't imagine that that's a good idea. You're gonna shatter them in pieces, you jackass.
Meanwhile, Scorpion's over here having PTSD.
Yeah.
That must have been like a really cool set to build. Like make all the fake eyes and stuff.
Are they really just fighting in an octagon?
Yeah.
They're at a gym or something.
Yeah, no, but like that's kind of lame. I like the ice around it, but the realization that they're just fighting in like
Actual
a
cage.
low rent anime cage is kind of shitty.
Still waiting for Johnny Cage.
Cold enough for you?
So now Scorpion's dead. He came back from hell. I mean, you kind of can't die again, you know?
Yeah.
There you go. See, that works. You can melt them.
I've done for you what I could not do for my own family.
They got to do that thing where he rips off his face and he's got the skull and does that thing.
Ew. Oh, wipe your face.
No, James, for England.
This gives me an attitude adjustment.
I've seen worse double teamings.
You gonna do the face thing? I don't like the whole body armor thing.
The you guys?
Yeah. They're just like, yes, give him a
Oh,
shirt.
here it comes. I did.
Yeah.
Say the line, Bart.
I didn't do it.
Toasty.
Yeah, why didn't they do the toasty thing? Come on. Shouldn't it be take care of our bloodline? Emily's the daughter's name, right?
Yeah.
She's just like, oh, great grandpa.
That's great.
If somebody does the math and I end up getting the right amount of greats, that's insane. Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, just like here.
It's the thought that counts.
Speaking of that'll help, Raiden's just like, hey, good job. You did shit.
Bro, you're all way too cool with the fact that all this just happened.
Said I will warn you. You're probably like 13. I'm like 15, so. I lied. I just didn't want to before. This is the tie into the MCU.
Why don't you like take him outside and like?
Is Jax not there?
He was. There.
I
Yeah.
didn't remember seeing him right then.
Ashes to ashes.
Can beauty come out of ashes? Untold this sequel. That's going on a Botchamania.
Yeah.
That's 100% going on a Botchamania this week.
your family, bro. Get the get the warm.
Now I fight for free. Oh, are they really going to do that?
Johnny Cage.
Oh, okay, never mind. He's going to
Yeah.
find Johnny Cage. I thought that they were going to do the thing that everybody was theorizing.
First on our list.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go. Coming soon. That's funny.
I know the Miz is trying to get that part.
Never.
He had said before, he's like, if they do a Mortal Kombat movie, I should be Johnny Cage, which is like,
I
Kind
get
of like when Ronda Rousey was
shit bag, but like, no, they'll get somebody better.
Yeah.
I mean, they could get somebody cheaper, for sure.
I think if they want to go cheaper, they'll go Miz. Miz will go cheap to be in a movie.
This is produced by James Wan, huh?
This song is always just a great hype song.
Ugh.
Oh,
This-
you remix.
Yeah, I'm not liking it.
No, I didn't hate it, but like, it was a lot better than I thought it would be. Like, obviously, you don't come to this movie for a cinematic masterpiece, but this is a lot better than I thought it would be.
It kept us entertained and we laughed.
Yeah,
so.
it did its job when it comes to that. I'm not digging this remix at all, though.
This is very like dancey. I like it. I like those this kind of like dramatic part, like when
Very
the lights go
dark
down
synth-wavy.
and then there's like dry eye smoke and the lights blinking, so everybody's like kind of like dancing in a choppy way. Very dramatic.
Punch, 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 kick, kick, punch, punch, punch. 1,000 points deducted, though, that they killed Kano.
Oh my god.
He needs to come back as zombie Kano.
He was
He
good
might.
for his role. He kept us entertained.
Yeah, because he was the best character. Chen Han. I feel like I've seen... If that's the guy that I'm thinking that it is, I feel like I've seen him in probably a bunch of things. Oh, no, okay, so... Sanada. Did they classified him as two characters?
Yeah, they did that for both Scorpion and Sub-Zero. That's stupid.
Weird. Are you taking bets on what the post-credit thing will be? Because I'm assuming that they're going to have a post-credit thing. Pretty much everybody has something like that at some point. I would assume maybe Shao Kahn?
I'm Batman.
No.
Just flying purple.
Just a shot of her flying purple with no explanation. That's all.
Or it's just all purple on the screen.
Yeah, I had a shitty day. Let me have some Dell flying purple.
Dun, 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 dun.
For a new generation, though, Cole Young is probably going to be like this OP character. Because he was the star of the movie.
You're like 5 people down on the cast, and it's like Emily and Allison. Hasashi's baby. Referee. We need the cinematic universe in Mortal Kombat where they do the crossover of Street Fighter. I was gonna say Street Profits. Get too much pro wrestling on my mind.
Wrong website.
SmartGuyMemo.com. While we're on the head and credits, I might as well plug a couple of things. Obviously, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do that already. Ring that little notification bell, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the applause button, hit the join button, hit all the buttons except for the dislike button. Don't do that one. That's a bad one. And
Hit the button.
yeah, especially the button. And the red button, you never know. Sometimes maybe it might be a good red button. But if you want to make sure we do more stuff like this, consider donating to the Patreon. Even $1 a month goes a long way, and at the very least helping morale. But the more backing and the more support that we got when it comes to that, the more time I can dedicate to doing more editing and setting up more graphics and doing all the kind of stuff that needs to kind of take. I thought I just misread somebody's name as Kelly Mustard right then. I'm like, Kelly Mustard, really? I'm just playing. I'm playing catch up on the credits. That's why.
So
God.
while the Patreon is also great as a morale booster, of course, if you want us to do something like play a Mortal Kombat game and stream it, Patreon is great for that. Listen, these two have a wedding to pay for. The Patreon is also great for that. Like, that's coming up soon. So all your support and every penny would definitely count. As for me, you can check me out on Fightful.com and over at Smart Out Moment, and you can check out the Paul Heyman SmackDown podcast, where Callum Wiggins and I actually talk about Nathan Jones in a different capacity. So
didn't expect
out.
That could be a plug that with it working that way, right?
I did not expect that at all, but that is definitely a thing. You can follow me on Twitter at DudeFelice. And Caroline, do you have any fun stuff to plug?
No.
She's a great artist.
Fun times.
Instagram.com/creepy_Caroline.
If
Lots
you're
of
bored.
Boston Terrier love on that Instagram.
TZOarts.com. Commission something.
Yeah. She's got a wedding to pay for.
Commission like maybe 10 grand worth of stuff.
Oh God. That'd be so nice.
It's an option, guys.
It is an option. There's always an option for that.
Make people's dreams come true.
So there's head greens and greens.
Yeah.
Not like green screen effect artist. It's just like greens.
No, head greens.
Head greens.
The ones who are better at it.
So there's like light greens and
the assistant to Mr. McQuoid, Victoria Cox. The assistant to Mr. Garner, Madison Bolesworth.
There's a William John Cock.
That's not a real last name. Good old Billy John Cock.
I like that they have a dialogue coach, an acting coach, and a dialect coach. Be like, no, this is how you say, come over here.
Well, they were speaking Japanese and
Chinese,
Mandarin, I think. So
it'd be funny if that's not even what they'd used the dialect coach for. They used it for like Emily. Kano.
It could be. I mean, maybe she's like British or Australian or something. So
true. Then she should have just been Kano's kid. And you know what she could have been called?
Oh wow, a whole.
She could have been called Kiddo.
Tony, you're done.
He's not done.
No, he's done.
No, I'm Tony.
Oh my God.
You could always do the pick your poison tier of the donating to the Patreon of the Tony stop making these terrible jokes.
I mean, it's again, all these things are options.
Yeah. I have no idea how to pronounce this one person's name that's on the right hand underneath Mel Jones. Yeah. I am sorry, whatever your name is. I can't even say your name is whatever to apologize to you, but that's a keyboard mashing kind of name.
Oh, here's another one in the digital artist section.
Oh yeah. Under Eric Hawksley.
Oh yeah, I just saw that one.
Another lead digital artist.
Ted.
Yeah.
Ted Jones. How much you want to bet there's probably not going to be a post-credit thing? Now that I said, like, let's guess with that. I'm saying Shao Kahn if there is one.
Well, while we're here, what's your favorite Mortal Kombat game?
I don't know. I think when I was a kid, I used to play the third one a lot. So that has sentimental value. But I also enjoyed the one for 360. Especially because I got that one for $1, so hey.
I'm a big fan of Sub-Zero on the PlayStation. Because this is one of the ones I actually owned.
Oh, look at the symbol for the Australian government. That's awesome. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I wish I knew more about Tekken to make a joke about it and say that that's my favorite Mortal Kombat game, but nah.
You could have said Injustice was your favorite Mortal Kombat
Oh,
game.
yeah, Injustice. That's true. Because you can play Batman, so.
Oh,
Batman's
yeah.
so good.
Aren't the Ninja Turtles in, like RoboCop's in one
They're
of them
in
too or
Injustice.
something too?
The Ninja Turtles are in Injustice.
What a world. Yeah, what you want to bet? It's not gonna.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I
Boo.
knew it. I didn't think that they're gonna have one.
They should have had Captain America say, so you waited for That was fun to watch that whole thing. That's it, exactly kind of what you're hoping for in a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
I mean, if that
It
would have been
gave
some
us-
Shawshank Redemption type stuff, I would have surprised the hell out of me.
Gave us some good laughs. Just allows us to shut our brain off.
Yeah.
I desperately want a burger and mozzarella sticks, and I mean, I'd go for some Oreos too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oreos is the one of those 3 things that I actually have. Actually, I might go with some leftover burgers too. Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate you.
So you're gonna have
you
one
said
sandwich
that-
thing and the other sandwich thing.
Yeah.
You know that whenever I have I join you guys for a podcast, I'm gonna talk about food at some point.
Oh, you don't
and-
understand. We always break down into food even when it makes no sense at all.
It always makes sense.
Yeah, it's just no matter what, somebody's gonna just be like, oh, you know, steak's
So
good.
there are no steaks here. Yeah, like,
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening to this, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did. And if you have any suggestions of what you would like to see us do in the future going forward, from some other suggestions, not only is there that Pick Your Poison tier where you can make sure that we do something in particular, but, you know, leaving a comment below and telling us, you know, oh, check back the old Mortal Kombat movies, or watch Street Fighter, or I don't know, maybe
watch
for
the
some
Mario movie. Like,
yeah, I really want to do the Mario movie. I think
yeah,
that would be.
please give us money to do that. So we have an excuse.
There's a list of movies that are kind of like along that, and you know, it doesn't always have to be a movie like that too. Although I highly doubt that somebody's going to be like, watch Schindler's List, you know, because it's like, what are we really going to crack some jokes about or something on, you know? But then
Tony still
again,
hasn't seen Princess Bride. We gotta fix that.
haven't seen Princess Bride, haven't seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Really?
Labyrinth.
Oh,
I think you're gonna kill me if we watch Labyrinth, because I might end up making fun of the characters that you like the
Yeah,
best.
well,
yeah. I
probably
don't
gonna-
think Tony
Yeah.
can watch Labyrinth.
We'll probably break up if we watch that together.
You
So
and
if you wanna
Rob
get
can
that
watch
in, get that in
Labyrinth, and I
before
can record it. What was the thing that you said, Rob? You got a little transformery on me.
Oh, I said if they want to watch that, get that in before October, so that you break up before the wedding that you.
Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
have.
Oh, Clue. Clue would be fun.
Oh, Clue would be fun.
If you want us to record ourselves playing Clue, that's
Look, the Pick Your Poison tier is all inclusive.
it doesn't include poison.
It doesn't include porn.
Well, if somebody said,
We could watch porn and discuss it, but
"Oh yeah," that I was gonna say, if somebody was like, "Watch the the Avengers porn and laugh at it" or something like that, then maybe. But
it's that watch one that I keep referencing to.
Look, anything to get you guys some extra funds before the wedding is the point we're making here.
So definitely hit us up, drop a comment below, tell us what you're thinking, and stay tuned for whatever is happening next. I don't know what it'll be, but if you just keep popping up on the channel and the website, and you follow me at Tony Mango, you follow Fanboys Anonymous at Fanboys Anon on Twitter, and Facebook.com/Fanboys Anonymous, then whenever anything does get posted next, you'll know, and then you'll hopefully enjoy that too. But that'll do us in for this. It's time for us to geek out. Adios.
Get out of here.